meteorologist Crystal.
And I'm student meteorologist Sammy Squires. Well, we do have rain in the forecast, and actually it's looking pretty cloudy out there. We may have a little bit of rain coming soon.
Yeah, there's actually rain around us right now. No rainfall on FSU or the airport at the moment, but there is rain very close to us.
Yeah, and we'll show that satellite radar coming up soon. But we do have rain in the forecast, which is pretty exciting because it's bringing cooler temperatures.
Yeah, definitely want to feel those cooler temperatures after it being like 92 today.
We hit the record, yeah.
Yeah, 92.
Yep. So pretty exciting to see some of these cooler temperatures. We won't give away too much of the forecast. However, we will tell you that cooler temperatures are coming. It's going to start feeling like fall.
Yeah, finally. It's halfway through October. It's been looking forward to fall since,
I know.
October. So,
yeah, exactly. Even September.
Yeah,
I'm ready
September
for it.
too, yeah.
But now Jesse's going to give us a look at the overview. Jesse?
Hey there, Seminoles. I am beyond excited to present to you this beautiful view. Look at this rain falling all around Tallahassee. Guys, we finally have rain in the forecast. We are absolutely ecstatic here at FSU Weather, and we hope that you are too. It's currently 85 outside. We've got that chance of rain and a little bit of a breeze, so if you are going out tonight, you might want to bring that rain jacket. Here is that satellite Sammy was talking about. All this rain coming all the way stretching from Defuniak Springs almost down towards Panama City through the Tallahassee region. And this is really going to help us as we have been in a drought for over a month now. I am really looking forward to this rain. Tonight, it's going to be a little bit warmer than temperatures that we have been seeing at about 72 degrees. We're going to have that cloud cover, and just like I said, possibility for a few scattered showers. So plan for that if you plan to be outside tonight. For the next 3 days, we're looking at those rain chances at 50 and 60% on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then on Thursday, that beautiful word cool pops up on that screen for you, and we're looking at temperatures in the 70s for one of the first times this year. So guys, tonight what we've got for you is the rain that's coming. We've got those cooler temperatures on the way, and we've also got a little bit of activity going on in the tropics. I'm going to go ahead and pass things over to Chris. He's going to give you a look at the southeast.
Thank you, Jessica. As right now, we can see our satellite radar over the southeast. You guys just see this pretty big storm that's impacting Louisiana and even parts of southern Mississippi, as well as the bit of scattered showers that are affecting Tallahassee at the moment. But moving in, getting a look at our current temperatures, you can actually see where the rain is by looking at the temperatures and notice how it's 68 degrees in Shreveport as well as Little Rock, and it's noticeably 5 degrees warmer just east of where the rain is right now with 73 in Jackson. Most of the eastern coast southeast, you're going to be in the 80s, and then you can see this ridge of the 70s where the cold front will be moving through. As we get a look at our dew points, we're mostly pretty moist with a lot of moisture in the air in the 70s for the southern southeast, and it's very dry in Atlanta and Nashville right now. Nashville with a dew point at 39 degrees. That is the temperature which dew will form. There, getting a look at our temperature things, you can see these clouds start forming over, and you can see where the rain will be from that. Getting a look at our future cast right here, this warm front is currently what's bringing the rain, as it's going to come up and combine with the stronger cold front coming in behind it, which is going to bring a lot of storms throughout the southeast. You got areas of southern Missouri as well as Louisiana, as well Mississippi, as well as the big storm right here is Atlanta, as most of Georgia is in an extreme drought right now. And on Tuesday, you have very high chances of some rainfall, hopefully taking you out of that drought, as well as you have some showers from the stationary front affecting Tallahassee and the Defuniak Spring area, which is also in an exceptional drought. Looking at our severe weather outlook, most of Tallahassee as well as southern Alabama are in marginal risk for thunderstorms, with the rest being just risk of some less severe thunderstorms. Moving into our drought monitors, you can see there's a severe drought as well as moderate drought throughout all of Georgia, as well as you can see some scattered about sections of extreme droughts, as well as extending into Alabama. And hopefully these fronts and storms take us out of the drought, because no one wants to be in a drought for several months. As we're moving into tonight's forecast, you got some rain at Little Rock, Shreveport, New Orleans, Jackson, and even Atlanta a bit. As you can see, these rain, it's going to be colder, warmer, where the rain is not there. Moving into tomorrow's forecast, you got storms throughout most of the southeast. Zooming in, 89 degrees in Orlando is our warmest part, as well as the coldest part is Atlanta, with the storms keeping it cool. For now, I'm going to send things off to Tyler for our first local look.
Thank you, Chris. Here in Cascades Park, not really seeing the rain in the sky that we saw from that Doak Campbell's cam, but still have some clouds in the sky. Fairly nice conditions if you're out in Cascades Park this evening. Looking at our current temperatures for the Big Bend region, fairly warm all throughout. Tallahassee's at 85 right now. Monticello at 86. Really not much of a temperature difference whether you're going inland or more towards the coastline. We're going to start to see these temperatures drop a little bit, especially since we're starting to see a little bit of rain move through the area. Current dew points, very similar story. Fairly muggy day today, especially along the coastline. St. Mark's having a dew point of 71 degrees. Carabel getting all the way up to 73 degrees. So not quite as dry as we saw last week, where it's a little bit more comfortable, but this cold front that's going to start pushing through is going to make things a little bit better for us. Rainfall almanac showing that we haven't seen any rain at the airport yet today. Parts of Tallahassee have seen rain, though, just happened to not fall at the airport. We're going to start to see that change, though, as we go throughout the week, as those rainfall chances start to pick up. You can see for the month only 0.03 inches of rain, well below average. Usually have about an inch of half of rain by this time of year. So really this rain is going to start helping us out a lot as we're in drought-like conditions. Well, not drought-like conditions. We are in an extreme drought right now through parts of much of Florida. Right here, you can see the stationary front is bringing rain for much of the southeast, but not really cooling down temperatures besides seeing the rainfall. What's going to help cool down temperatures is this front behind it, a lot stronger than the current front right here in the southeast, is going to start pushing through, cooling down temperatures for us by the time we get towards the middle and end of the week. For tonight, though, going to get down to 72 degrees, a little bit of a warmer night for us before those temperatures start to finally cool down. Winds very calm. So fairly nice night overall. For tomorrow, going to get up to 83 degrees. Those the afternoon rain and thunderstorms will help cool things down a little bit for us. Winds are going to be fairly breezy, coming out of the south at about 9 miles per hour. Over the next 7 days, we're really going to see those rain chances pick up tomorrow and Wednesday, with rain chances getting up to 50% and 60%. Those temperatures are still going to be in the mid-80s, though. But then once that cold front passes, the skies are going to start to clear for us on Thursday and Friday as things start to cool down as well. Finally seeing ourselves below 80 degrees, going to be 79 on Thursday and 78 on Friday. As we go throughout the weekend, though, going to start to warm up as we get towards Monday, 81, 83 on Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday getting all the way back to up to 89. But those rain chances are going to come back on Sunday and Monday, so hopefully going to help cool us down a little bit, even though those temperatures are starting to pick up. But now I'm going to go back to the desk with Jesse, and we're going to talk a little bit about some UV rays that could still impact us as summer comes to a close.
Yeah, so as we were talking about on Saturday, we all went to the beach on Saturday, and we actually experienced those UV rays now, didn't we, Tyler?
Yeah, my nose got a little bit sunburnt as going to the beach. That usually happens to me a lot. I don't handle the UV rays very well.
And even after applying sunscreen, it can still happen, which is why you got to put on those coats every 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, and this can even happen whenever you don't have sunny skies. It can happen when it's cloudy. UV rays, we know, are emitted by the sun. 87% of sun rays penetrates through cloud, fog, and mist.
Yeah, so these are going to affect your skin. It's going to immediately affect your skin, and you easily get sunburn, even if it doesn't look like you can outside.
Yeah, usually what we notice is the UVA, which is actually what makes us feel like we can see the sunburn, we can see ourselves tanning, but there's also UV radiation that can penetrate deeper and start to cause damage to your skin underneath that you can't necessarily see.
Yeah, and even gray clouds will allow about 32% of rays to shine through, which means you can still get burnt even then.
Yeah, and the white clouds allow about 89% of the sun rays to get through. So really, you're not necessarily safe even though it's cloudy outside. So be sure, even in the fall and winter, to apply sunblock, even though it might not seem like you really need it.
Yeah, as we're heading into these cooler temperatures, I'm definitely going to be tempted to forget about the UV rays, but they're still out there and they will still burn you.
Yep, and even here in Florida, it's staying fairly warm, and it hasn't been super cloudy, although today is a little bit of a different story. So I'm not necessarily packing up that sunblock yet, especially since I know there's still some sunny days along the way as we start getting into the later parts of fall.
Oh yeah, Sunshine State, it never ends. We're still going to have that sun as we're continuing into the fall. But for now, we're going to go ahead and pass things back to the wall, and we're going to have Sammy give us the national.
Yeah, you guys are right. I mean, even up north, you still need that sunscreen, even at this time of year. Seeing temperatures, you could really start to see that front of where it is. Up north, it is on the cooler side, like usual. However, this is where that front actually is. Seeing difference of temperature in 72 for Dallas and 94 San Antonio. While Tallahassee is at 85, we are starting to see a little bit of that rain come on through the area. Salt Lake City seeing 68 degrees right now. Some of that drier heat too. LA is at 70 degrees as well. Dew points are very dry in the west right now. Very low temperatures for them. 14 for Denver, 56 for LA. It's a little bit better. So hopefully the fire conditions are improving with a little bit of those higher dew points, although 56 is not that high. While in the south, we are seeing these warmer dew points in the 70s, 71, a little bit on the uncomfortable side. However, Memphis is right on point with that 51 degrees for your dew point. Satellite and radar, if we zoom in on some of these areas, you could see part of these storms transitioning from that snow to rain mix as it moves more east. That is in Canada, actually, in Saskatchewan. However, they are receiving a little bit of rain down there. Also in the southeast, rain is nearing New Orleans and even Jackson, Mississippi right now. So this is the rain that will be approaching us, and we're actually receiving a little bit of that rain right now. For tomorrow, though, seeing a marginal risk in some areas extending through Tallahassee, almost to that Jackson area. However, thunderstorms are very possible through the southeast for tomorrow and even into Wednesday as well, because there is a stationary front that is moving with us right now. However, it is combining with the cold front and bringing lots of moisture within the southeast. However, that is why Atlanta is seeing lots of rain right now, which is good because we definitely do need it in the southeast. Seeing the watches and warnings, a lot of these guys are popping up right now, but there is a flood warning going through St. Louis right now. Frost advisory into the Chicago area and parts of Ohio into overnight. They are very chilly out there, and they're going to be seeing these cooler temperatures in the morning. Still seeing that red flag warning nearing the Colorado area. Fire concerns are still out there, and small craft advisory within the Pacific Northwest. So seeing some of those advisories also in the tropics. We are still monitoring Melissa right now. It has developed into a subtropical system, so that is actually good news for us. Tonight's forecast, seeing 70 degrees in Dallas, New Orleans, 74 degrees. Chances of getting showers through Atlanta as well. 61 degrees, they are already starting to cool down, and 71 degrees in Tallahassee for tonight. For tomorrow, seeing 80s all across the southeast, and parts of the north are seeing 62 degrees in Chicago, 63 for Detroit. In the west, 61 degrees. Now I'm going to hand things off to Chris to give us a look at the local.
Thank you, Sammy. Moving in, getting this beautiful look at Doak Campbell Stadium. You actually can see some rain on the camera right now from our weather stem, on our weather stem camera. Getting a look at our almanac right now. Our high for the actual temperature was 92, which did beat a record with our average sitting for a high at 82, which is cool, 10 degrees warmer, and we're looking, the previous record was 91, so we beat it by a whole degree. We didn't even just tie it. We're looking forward to that cold front cooling us down, and hopefully we will be done with this record-breaking heat. With the wind speeds, you can see these winds coming off from the coast that is going to be raising our dew points, as well as you can see some winds coming off of the stationary front that is currently above us. On our satellite, you can see these storms start moving eastward, bringing in rain chances, even with this thunderstorm that's right over here, just west of Tallahassee. Getting a look at our future cast, once again, these fronts will combine and this cold front will bring us those much cooler temperatures that will be affecting us both Wednesday and Thursday that we're looking forward to. However, the stationary front is going to bring us rain chances for tomorrow. Getting a look for tonight, it's going to be 72 degrees warmer and very calm winds. Our day planner, 8 a.m., 72 degrees, but you want to bring an umbrella because from noon to 8 p.m., you're going to have storm chances. The high of 83 will feel really good around 4. Over the next 7 days, we're going to see storm chances Tuesday, Wednesday, 50% and 60%, highs of 83 and 85. Those will feel really cool compared to the 92 we felt today, but with that rain, it is going to bring us cooler temperatures on Thursday, Friday, 79, 78. I know I'm looking forward to it. The first day not in the 80s for all of October. It's been several months since we've been below the 80s. Saturday is going to warm up, and we're going to be back in the 80s. Sunday, Monday are also both going to have some light storm chances, not as bad as Tuesday and Wednesday. All your lows are going to be in the 70s, then it's going to cool down to 56 and going to move over to the 70s. But for now, I'm going to take things over to the desk with me and Sammy as we're going to talk about tropical depressions and tropical storms.
Yeah, so if you notice on the 7-day, that 40% chance of rain on Sunday is actually due to the tropics. And it's because we could have some of that moisture come up through the area and bring us lots of rain. That's just a possibility, though. The Euro was showing that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, any rain is needed as we are in a drought right now.
Exactly. We also have a new tropical depression form, Tropical Depression 15. That's the one that is coming off the coast of Africa right now. It is moving northwest at 35 miles per hour, so it is projected to become a tropical storm.
Yeah. Heavy winds and heavy rains, what we all know is associated with tropical storms, as well as post-tropical storm Melissa is still affecting so even if it doesn't hit the United States, it can still affect the United States.
Yeah, exactly. And it is a very eastern storm to actually develop at this time of year. So it's kind of cool to see some history being broken there. We also have a few more waves off in the Caribbean Sea right now. One is a tropical wave approaching the Windward Islands by Wednesday. After that, not much development is expected due to upper level winds that will kind of prevent any more development within that system.
Yeah, that system may bring some disorganized showers into the area, but still be prepared. We never know. Some things can change. The storm could develop as quickly as Michael did a few years ago, as it was forecast to be a Category 1 storm, and then turned out to end up being a Category 5.
Yeah, and also the storm that is over Central America right now, that is becoming a little bit more organized. However, as it moves over Central America, it will start to take a turn possibly into the Caribbean Sea after that, which is where it could actually develop more. This by no means will become like a hurricane, but we're still monitoring it because it could bring us rain by the weekend.
Yeah, but for now, we're going to send things off to Tyler as we're going to get a look at around Florida.
Thanks, guys. Here in Florida, finally starting to see that rain creep through Tallahassee. As we saw on the weather stem camera, is seeing some rain fall through as well. But most of it right now is still situated in Alabama, Mississippi, and getting into Louisiana as well. Current conditions for the state, in the middle of the state, fairly warm conditions. Orlando 86, Tampa also 86. Pensacola is the coolest spot right now at 75 because they're seeing a lot of rainfall there right now. Tallahassee will likely follow suit as more rain starts to fall, but right now we're sitting at 84 degrees. Dew points for the area, Orlando sitting at 64. As you can see, throughout much of Florida, those dew points are in the mid-60s, getting all the way up to the mid-70s in Pensacola, where they're seeing more rainfall right now. So not exactly comfortable conditions, but we'll start to see those dew points drop a little bit as the cold front moves through our region as we get into Wednesday and Thursday, at least for the panhandle of Florida. Here we have our stationary front bringing rain for Tallahassee, and then as we get into Tuesday, going to bring even more rain for the southeast. But it's not really going to cool down temperatures too much. What's going to do that for us is this cold front right here positioned over Oklahoma and Arkansas, going to start to move down through the southeast fairly quickly, combine with this stationary front and cool down temperatures for us a lot and start to clear skies by the time we get to Thursday. Drought monitor still showing some drought conditions for much of the panhandle. Right now, Tallahassee in a severe drought. Moving towards our west, closer to Defuniak Springs, they're in an extreme drought right now. Luckily for Central and South Florida, they've seen fairly consistent rainfall, so they're not in a drought right now, feeling fairly comfortable. Jacksonville's been getting a good amount of rain lately, so they're just in a dry period right now, some parts in a moderate drought. For tonight, Orlando's going to get down to 70 degrees, Tallahassee down to 71, but look at the Key West here. They're getting down to 80 degrees, still going to be very warm for them tonight. Miami is also going to stay warm at 76 degrees. But tomorrow for Pensacola, we're going to start off the day at 77 degrees, but the rain's going to start kicking in by the time we get to noon, so those highs are going to be limited to the lower 80s. By 3 p.m., you're going to get up to 83 degrees with those thunderstorms still sticking around. In Jacksonville, going to be cloudy pretty much all day long. Going to start off at 75 degrees and only going to get up to 82 as your high by the time you get to 3 p.m. For Orlando, though, a little bit of a different story. Some partly cloudy skies. So by the time you get to noon, going to be 84 degrees with that high. Going to be right around 87 degrees at 3 p.m. Not expecting much rainfall for the Orlando area. And then moving to Naples, Florida, even hotter there. By the time we get to noon, it's going to be 86, and then 3 p.m., 88 degrees. But for the most part, much of Florida not going to be getting into the 90s like we saw in Tallahassee today with that high of 92 degrees. Now I'm going to pass things off to Jessie. She's going to give us our last local look of the evening.
Thank you, Tyler. So guys, like we keep saying, it's raining outside in the Tallahassee region. Finally, here's that chance of rain. It's 84 outside currently, so it's a little bit warm for this time of the year and this time at night, but we're looking forward to that rain cooling us off and that cold front we'll be looking at that we've been looking at for the entire show. So these heat indices, we're actually feeling a little bit warm outside. It's a little bit muggy. So we've got an 88 feels like in Tallahassee. Down by the coast, they're also feeling fairly warm at 87 in Apalachicola and 88 in Carabel. So it's still fairly warm outside. Like we've been saying, don't forget the sunscreen. Don't forget to stay hydrated this time of the year. Guys, we haven't observed any rain yet today, but it is coming. Normally we get about this around the 0.10 inches, and so as we're looking at that drought monitor, basically we're going to need this rain as we're continuing. You can see that we're in that severe drought in the Defuniak Springs region, and Tallahassee is in that moderate to severe drought. And we're going to continue really all throughout the southeast. We've seen that drought. Here's that cloud cover coming over into the next 48 hours. Even those rain chances stretching from Bainbridge to Thomasville to Monticello, and Tallahassee is right on the edge of that. So we're really looking forward to seeing some of that rain as we're continuing through the week. We're at least going to have some spotty cloud cover as we're going through the rest of the next 48 hours. Guys, tonight it's going to be fairly warm at 72 degrees. It's going to be fairly calm. We're going to have those clouds tonight. It's going to help feel a little bit cooler, but we're still looking at warmer Temperatures for tomorrow, there's that cloudy at 8 a.m., 72 degrees. And as the day goes on, we're seeing those rain chances increase. Tomorrow afternoon, really, we're only looking at 83 degrees at 4 p.m., which is going to be a huge change from what we felt today at about 92 degrees. And then tomorrow evening, it's going to cool off to about 78 once again. Guys, the next 7 days, we're looking at those rain chances once again. Tuesday, Wednesday at 50 and 60%. And then you can see these temperatures get lower when that cold front comes. And even those lows are in the 60s and 56 Thursday to Friday. So we're really looking forward to those temperatures cooling off. As we're looking into the weekend, we're going to see temperatures in the 80s, and that chance of rain is going to come back again from Sunday to Monday, and then things are going to warm up again at the beginning of next week. I'm going to go ahead and send things off to Tyler and Chris, and they're going to close the show off for us.
Thanks, Jesse. Well, I could definitely say that it is raining outside now. Someone else that's usually on FSU weather with us, Michael, he walked into our studio in the middle of the show, and I saw his rain jacket absolutely drenched.
I mean, yeah. So happy we have rain. I mean, it's been forever since we've had rain.
Yeah, I know. It's a welcome sight to see. Unfortunately, I don't want to have to walk home and take the bus in the rain. But at this point, you kind of have to take what you can get.
Yeah, I mean, I'm personally fine with walking home in the rain because we haven't had rain in so long. Like, I want to experience the rain.
Exactly. I guess walking home in the rain isn't that big of a deal. My backpack will keep everything from getting too wet. So very welcome sight for us here, having not seen any really significant rainfall since the end of August. Looking at our next 7 days, tomorrow and Wednesday, those rain chances will stay up pretty high. Tuesday, 50% chance of rain, and Wednesday, a 60% chance of rain. And then after that, on Thursday and Friday, that's whenever our cold front starts moving through, so those skies are going to start to clear. Those temperatures are going to start to drop a little bit for us.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to those 70s, in the upper 70s at least, Thursday, Friday. However, this weekend it is going to start to warm up again. 81 Saturday, 83 Sunday with some rain chances, as well as Monday. We're going to get close to reaching the 90s again, sadly.
That's true, but luckily on Thursday night, you can see that 56 degrees finally going to dip down back into the 50s, so that's pretty nice. I'm looking forward to the hoodie weather coming back. I love wearing hoodies, but you don't really get to do that very often in Florida, especially Tallahassee this summer and this fall.
I mean, I'm debating whether or not to wear jeans on Thursday, Friday, because I'm a huge fan of jeans. This fall, it's like, oh yes, this is the best month because I get to wear jeans every day. I haven't been able to wear jeans.
I know, bring back the fall weather. I know you're from Virginia, so you usually used to wearing jeans by this time of the year.
Yeah, but remember to follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/FSU weather.
And then you can also like us on Facebook at facebook.com/FSU weather as well.
You could watch us live on YouTube at youtube.com/FSU weather.
And then follow us on Instagram at FSU weather. If you have any weather pictures you want to send us, be sure to send us those pictures. It would be very much appreciated. But I'm student meteorologist Tyler Sheridan.
And I'm student meteorologist Chris Knoll. Have a great week.